Plaza on opening day of the 1992 season of the PBA. Certainly a hungry crowd aching for basketball action, getting their fill on the very first game. This is Presto versus Swift. The Swift Mighty Meaties behind a very strong big start are now in the lead by 6 points, 67 to 61.
Henderson has been the main cog here for the Swiss Mighty Meaties, leading them with 27 points in the first half. He didn't start off very strong offensively, although he got his first 2 shots in. And but when he realized it was time to get to work, he started going to the basket. Here again, he gets off an assist to his teammate Eric Reyes, who picks up his first 2 points and point shot.
That's the third by Alan Kagaling in this ball game. He's certainly waxing hot. He knows that he has to pick up his offensive game as is usual for his team.
19 points in the ball game now for Alan Kagaling. That would have been a great assist play. Just a little bit too strong for Asay Tono to field as he went back door. One-on-one play here for Collins. He slows down, however, against Eric Reyes. Couldn't get that crossover dribble.
Pick given up by Alan Kagaling, or rather by King to Alan Kagaling. Here's Alan for the triple D.
And Alan really waxing hot there, even though De Guzman really stuck to him close. Was on top of him in that shot. Alan needed that little breather to get that 3-point shot in. No? Cut the lead down to 2 right now, 69 to 67.
Eric Reyes, this is the closest that the Presto Ice Cream Kings have come in this ball game since we started.
Shot clock is down to 3 seconds.
Double team on Andy De Guzman results in a foul by Alan Kagaling, his 3rd personal in the ball game.
That was a blessing in disguise there for the Swiss Mighty Meaties, because shot clock was running down. They were not still in good position to shoot at all, but the foul resets the shot clock to 25.
David Henderson getting away momentarily from King, and Nelson Asay Tono once more picking up second chance points.
Do you call that an assist? Because it did not hit the board,
yeah.
No? And it went straight to the hands of Nelson Asay Tono, who was very much on top of that play. No?
Derwin Collins. On top of him was Eric Reyes, and he will be charged with his first personal foul.
Eric, reading the moves of Collins correctly, gave up the foul. Side court throw in here for the Presto team. Tivoli's Ice Cream Kings.
Jerry Esplana found himself open inside of a pass by Tank Collins.
You notice that in defense, the Swiss Mighty Meaties tend to double team a lot, leaving some open men, and that has been capitalized so far by the Tivoli's Ice Cream Kings. No?
Blocking foul on Al Solis. That will also be number 3 for him.
And that will be the 2nd team foul. The Swiss Mighty Meaties are having problems getting points from their guard line. Solis, Distrito, Marata have not really been contributing heavily. They have been getting points from their big men, Asay Tono and Andy De Guzman, plus their import.
And let's see. Eric Reyes picking up his 2nd personal foul as Tank Collins tried a jumper there.
Reyes was not able to fight the screen properly, and he fouled Collins when he was up in the air. Collins will go to the free throw line.
As we mentioned, Tank Collins has already picked up 4 personal fouls, and he will have to stay clear of any more, since we still have a long ways to go. 9 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter alone.
Henderson has been picked up by Abe King. Obviously, Jimmy Mariano knows that Abe is one of his best defensive players, and he's trying to use that against one of the best offensive players of the other team. No?
However, that time a foul is going to be charged on the veteran Abe King.
See, but he knows how to foul him, and he fouls him before he can go for the shot. No, so it will not mean free throw shots. Backdoor play.
Foul a bit too high, or rather the pass was a bit too high.
Solis complaining that it was tapped out by Collins, who had anticipated that backdoor play. No?
Alan Kagaling going baseline.
There's a foul downstairs called on De Guzman. Alan faked off when he saw a lot of big men coming at him. Let's take a look at that play. He gets away from Henderson.
Got Saitono up in the air. Allen missing from three-point country that time, and Saitono takes care of the rebound. Tough break there for Andy De Guzman.
That was not a bad pass. De Guzman should have made sure that he caught the ball first before looking at his basket.
Crowd cheering as Vergel Meneses reports to the scorer's table outside for Presto, and they have another opportunity to tie up the ball game for the very first time. Distrito is in for Andy De Guzman as Ray Alubit is replaced by Vergel Meneses. Well, this young man certainly has generated a lot of excitement, as you can hear every time he handles the ball. 4 seconds left on the shot clock, only 3 now. Collins.
An automatic 25-second violation when the shot did not fall. Good defense there, and at the same time, the Ice Cream Kings not aware that the shot clock was winding down on them. No?
Still a 2-point lead here by Swift. Solis jumping a pass to Henderson. Tried to get it inside to Saitono, but Alan Kaidik knocked it away.
12 seconds left on the shot clock for the Swiss Mighty Meaties, who are enjoying a 2-point lead. 8:09 left here in the third quarter.
Rudy Distrito still feeling his way around, and a double dribble is called on Rudy.
Distrito beginning to lose a little bit of his composure here as he cannot get his offensive game going.
True. He has been trying since the moment he was fielded in back in the first quarter. Meneses going one-on-one against Henderson. His route was blocked. Jerry Esplana inside. Decides to give it to Alan Kaidik for his 5th triple D conversion.
Like I said, the Swiss have a tendency to sag down a lot. And the Presto Tivolis, they seem to know where Alan Kaidik is when they get into trouble, and they throw the ball back to him. And he responds with another 3-point shot to give the Tivolis a 1-point lead.
Their first taste of the lead. Foul downstairs, says referee De Leon. No count of that basket. Jerry Esplana is called for his second personal. As we mentioned, this is the first taste of the lead for the Presto Ice Cream Kings since we started the ball game. And we have Rudy Distrito now on top of the key for Swift. Henderson asking for the ball. Collins sticking to him. The double team. And Abe King acknowledges the foul.
Foul King.
Third personal on Abe King. Distrito's open inside the key.
Set up for that one, and he gets a soft shot to fall.
Claiming that he was clipped that shot.
When he was coming out of the pick, the defensive man was holding him down.
Esplana up against Al Solis. Tap out by Solis.
75-74 here. 6:54 in the third quarter. Coming up, Pure Foods Hot Dogs going up against Shell Rimula X.
Vergel Meneses with a bicycle move, almost, but not quite. And here comes the destroyer. Oh, blocked the middle by Abe King.
And Abe, one of the best defensive players. Nice pass.
Oh, and there was Derwin Tag Collins completing the Pep 24 fast break for Presto, and again giving them a 1-point lead.
Well, a good defensive job on one end resulted in a fast break on the other end. So trying to get a little bit more active, but he couldn't get the shot off the glass.
Alan Kaidik off to Vergel Meneses as he said over the lane. Nelson Saitono colliding with him in midair, and he will pick up foul number 4.
Very poor defense now here by the Swiss Mighty Meaties, who seem to be at a loss. They have a strong offensive team on the floor, but not well balanced, with Saitono having to play as the center of this team, no? And eventually the reaction now from the coach by sending in a true center, Tanuan.
But Meneses has not missed from the free throw line in 6 attempts.
Asaitono also picked up his 4th personal foul, which forced that change.
Meneses having an auspicious debut here in the Pro League, and a timeout by Yengel.
Timeout switch, Meaties Hotdogs.
An action-packed ball game off the bat here on opening day of the 1992 season of the Philippine Basketball Association. Presto coming back after being down by as many as 14 points back in the second quarter. Now in the lead by 3, 78-75.
Well, Presto did that. The Tivolis did that, despite the fact that they're using Abe as their center, you know. So they're playing a smaller lineup, but a very potent offensive team, no? And it's a hell of a defense, and that was a great rejection there by Collins, who really got high up into the air.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, Collins does have a pretty good leaping ability, as you can see here. Big block. Distrito gets Kagaling out of the way, and Distrito has 6 points.
Well, Distrito is a scorer, and he has the confidence coming off some great years. And obviously, you cannot put the clamps on him that long, no? The Tivoli is doing a good defensive job, despite their small lineup. Meneses will shoot a 3-pointer, in and out.
Eric Reyes has the rebound for Swift.
Well, Henderson gave Meneses that. He didn't think that he could probably take that one in. Good defense again by Abe King.
Jerry Esplana pushing it up. Finds Distrito in front of him. Alan Kaidig says, I'll take it. But he misses on his attempt for a 6th 3-point shot conversion. Distrito's into the backcourt. Off to Solis. Distrito slices through the middle.
And Distrito suddenly getting offensive-minded. After the timeout by Yang Giao, he's got his troops regrouping, and they take back a 1-point lead, 79-78. Quality ball game being shown right now by both squads.
As we said, Rudy Distrito for a moment there was a bit tentative in this ball game, but has picked up. Hank Collins has 4 personals on him. Vergel Meneses has had Henderson in front of him, and there is a traveling violation,
which nullifies that shot that he made. I think that was a correct call. He stopped and lifted his pivot foot here.
Yeah.
Here he stops, then he continues to walk. That's a good call, because he gets the defensive players right in front of him.
79-78 in favor of the Mighty Meaties. They have possession. Al Solis off to Distrito. Foul on Kaidig. His 4th.
Foul, Kaidig.
4th personal foul on Kaidig, and the 15th foul called against the Tivolis. Esplana is now being replaced by Onchi de la Cruz. De la Cruz assigned to Rudy Distrito now.
Eric Reyes working against Vergel Meneses. The fake and the hit by Eric Reyes.
So Swifts being a little bit patient now with their offensive game. The timeout certainly did them good.
Yes. Well, Yang Giao sensed the Ice Cream Kings coming back here in the 3rd quarter. Collins with a good fake.
Now his teammates did not help out quick enough for that low post movement of Collins, which was not really quick.
Shortest import in the league so far at 6'2" and 5'8". Distrito spots Henderson inside underneath, and he gets a foul from Abe King to boot.
You see the Guzman sitting on the bench, and in the background there was another rookie who has not seen action, Bonel Balingit, who certainly has his own following.
Oh, yes. Big guy. As we know, there are very few. It's a very rare breed in Philippine basketball, in the Philippine population.
For that matter.
Yes. Henderson is 7 out of 9 now from the free throw line.
83-80 is the count. 3-point lead being enjoyed by Swift. 3 minutes and 20 left here in the 3rd quarter.
Abe King looking inside and finding Collins there. No shot. Alan Kaidig. The trigger man has 27 in the ball game. And the Mighty Meaties trying to protect a 1-point lead or pad that if they can in this play. Henderson taking it inside, leaving Abe King behind.
But he was hoping his teammates would cover, and he was saying, I'm in personal foul trouble, so I cannot block him or foul him. You got to help me out. No?
But nobody was there to help out, and Henderson had the lane all to himself. Back to a 3-point lead. Meneses is open for the jumper.
Solis
into the front court. Collins meeting him. Tight pass by Henderson intended for Eric Reyes. Tapped out by Onchi de la Cruz. And we're going to have a timeout.
Timeout, Presto Ice Cream Kings.
Only 2 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It is a 3-point lead by the Swift Mighty Meaties at 85-82. Big comeback here by the Presto Ice Cream Kings. Henderson on the quick turnaround missing. Collins has the rebound.
and loop it down on the floor. Struggling to get up here. 3-point shot by Kaidik, and that ties the ball game at 85 all.
Look of frustration there on the face of Rudy Distrito as he tried to stop Alan Kaidik, but Kaidik paid him no mind.
As if he wasn't there.
Yes. There's going to be a foul called on Onchi.
Well, Collins has managed to stay away from a 5th foul. Although the Tivolis are now in penalty situation with that last foul, it has become 7. Meneses anticipating that one, gets it off to Kaidik, but that's right. Eric Reyes with a nice play. Meneses get it back, and they are in trouble because that's his kind of a move, no?
Nice move by Vergel Meneses on the drive. Didn't get it to drop, but he did pick up a foul from Al Solis. And Meneses visits the free throw line again. He has 7 points tucked under his belt from that area.
But he's already in double figures. He's 8 out of 8 from the free throw line. Solis is now being given a rest here. Solis couldn't get his offensive game going, trying to set up and being unselfish to his teammates. 1 minute and 47 left.
In the third quarter, Meneses now has 15 points. It is debut appearance here in the PBA. 2-point lead by the Presto Ice Cream Kings, as they are known this year. Henderson being watched by Realubit now. Rick Marata up against Kaidik. Distrito. Eric Reyes thinking about it, trying to get closer. Spots Rick Marata open at the flank. And Realubit has the rebound for Presto.
Realubit doing a very good job of boxing out Henderson from the possible offensive rebound and positioning himself well.
Meneses off to Alan Kaidik. Got the curl on Distrito. That's counted with a foul.
Alan going off to his teammates and getting high fives there from Abe King and Arnie Tuadles. 3rd personal foul on Distrito. 17th foul now called against the Swift Mighty Meaties, and the Tivolis enjoyed their biggest lead of the ball game, 89-85.
We've had only one deadlock in this ball game at 85 all. Swift Mighty Meaties had controlled the ball game from the start until the Presto Ice Cream Kings started coming back late in the second quarter, and finally here in the third. Third personal on Zaldi Realubit. They are in the penalty, so 2 shots will be given to Jack Tanuan.
Well, Alan has missed 2 free throws here in this ball game, which is uncanny for him because he sinks longer shots than that.
And with people in front of him.
With people in front of him. That was a loose ball foul. That's why Tanuan is at the free throw line. And he makes the first to cut the lead down to 3. We have Terry Saldana about to come back in for Eric Reyes. It's a good move on the part of Yang Giao. He's trying to get Eric into the ball game, but at the same time he knows he cannot keep a veteran like Terry Saldana sitting on the bench either, no?
So it's a matter of being able to shuffle them adroitly. Jack Tanuan gets 2 points from the line, and the lead is down to 2 at 89-87. 1 minute and 3 to go here in the third. Meneses working on the outside. Onchi de la Cruz up against Rick Marata. De la Cruz makes his move. Henderson taps the ball. And here comes Henderson. Easy does it.
Nice and gentle. 89 all is the count. Quick hands resulting in an interception, and that results in a tight ball game with 40 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Only our second deadlock here at 89. Alan Cadic up against Distrito. Meneses gets momentarily open, tries to get closer, and again another three-point play here for Vergel Meneses.
And you know, a lot of these plays are emanating from Alan Cadic. When he sees a double team coming at him, there's the quick pass. De La Cruz himself comes out, and they are able to move the ball from the strong side to the weak side quickly with somebody attacking. With Meneses and Cadic at the floor at the same time, you have offensive threats on both sides of the floor on the different quarter courts. And that really makes the defense really have to struggle.
Meneses 100% on 10 out of 10 from the free throw line.
He's really concentrating. He was never that good a free throw shooter in the amateurs. You can see he's really psyched up for this ball game tonight.
He has all of 18 points now. Henderson isolated against Zalda Realubit. Asaitono gets open for a jumper. Realubit gets a tap it, but Henderson picks it up.
Henderson decides to take a three-point shot.
Just in the nick of time, beating the buzzer there. A three-point shot for David Henderson. And we've got a tight ball game at 92 after the third. We'd like to show you that 36 point that he made as the game clock was winding down in the third quarter. Decided to put up a three-point shot. There you see the red light going off. And Henderson beating the buzzer to tie up the count at 92 all at the end of the third quarter. And we're starting off the last period here with a steal by Alan Cadic off the inbounds by Rudy Distrito. Big steal by Alan Cadic at the start of the fourth quarter. Collins. Meneses. Inside pass almost broken up by Henderson. Cadic went straight for the hole. And a loose ball foul.
It's on Asaitono.
And that's going to be number 5 on Nelson Asaitono, the new acquisition of the Swift Mighty Meaties from the TJ Hotdogs camp.
After a blazing start, Asaitono getting into foul trouble. He's not been able to produce the points that have been asked of him, no?
As he said, Asaitono played a big role in that rampage of the Swift Mighty Meaties in the first quarter, scored 10 there. Now has a total of 14. Meneses, offbeat shot, in and out. Realubit couldn't get it in either. And here's Distrito coming out of the fray. Rick Marata, back to Distrito inside. Yes.
And Distrito getting his scoring game here in the second half. After a very poor start, the guy just started concentrating a little bit more on the game itself. No? And we'll have a foul on Marata, reaching in foul.
Darwin Tank Collins threatened to go baseline, and the double team went up. As you see, the Pep 24 fast break play here by the Presto Ice Cream Kings. What a pass by Alan Cadic, and the slam dunk by their import, Darwin Tank Collins.
And another foul here by Distrito. That'll be number 4 on him.
We're in the first minute of the fourth quarter. First game for the 1992 season of the PBA. Another steal by David Henderson, and he's home free.
Those kind of turnovers have been hurting the Tivolis. An easy 2 points there, 96-92, as the Swiss Mighty Meaties take the first 4 points here in the fourth quarter.
38 points for David Henderson, but aside from scoring, he has been doing a lot on the hard court for the Swift Mighty Meaties. Alan Cadic missing a three-point try. Collins and Saldana going for the rebound. Goes to Alan Cadic. Collins is inside. Spots De La Cruz open. Finally, David Henderson says enough.
Tama na.
Tama na. Ako naman. Inside pass to Terry Saldana. Up against Meneses. Had to improvise. Didn't get the shot, but he will take 2.
You see, Terry used to be one of the best one-on-one players in that lane, you see. And, you know, having to sit on the bench for a while, had some problems making this. He actually missed it, but ordinarily, that's 2 points for him. You know, he has that good pivoting move of his.
Well, he'll have to take his 2 points the hard way. Or is it the easier way?
It's a 5-0 run now here for the Swifts. Hotdogs, and Meneses is being replaced here by Tuadles after some turnovers and some misses. He's trying though, and he's come up with a very creditable performance tonight.
Well, as you said, for a debut performance, that is certainly an auspicious debut for the top pick.
Well, this number one pick, he just came right in and said, I'm the number one pick, and I'm not number one pick for nothing.
Pat Collins gets the first 2 points of Presto in the fourth quarter, cutting the lead down to 4. Rudy Distrito off to Marata from top of the key. 3-point shot is not going to go. Jack Tanuan finds himself with the ball.
And that was courtesy of Terry Saldana, who kept that ball alive. Couldn't get the ball for himself, tapped it to his teammate.
6-point lead by the mighty Meaties. Collins trying to be more aggressive. Double team was clamped down on him by Saldana and Tanuan.
Foul, Tanuan.
And Jack has 4 personal fouls. That is the first team foul by the Presto Ice Cream Kings here in the fourth quarter. The mighty Meaties have already picked up 4.
Collins, however, missing the first free throw.
Has 22 so far.
100-94 is the count, and 9:41 left here in the fourth and final quarter.
Lead down to 5 after split charities by Tank Collins. Henderson coming out of a pick. Losing the handle, but Distrito is there to save the ball and put it in.
Distrito now beginning to hum offensively.
After a ho-hum first half by Rudy Distrito, has so far come up with 12 points. 10 here in the second half as Zaldi Realubit scores his 7th marker of the ball game.
Good pass by Arnie Tuadles, who's guarding Henderson now, with Realubit helping out.
Another fancy pass by Henderson. Jack Tanuan is blocked. Distrito from the line. And Alan Kaidik gets it for Presto. Kaidik getting away from Distrito.
Such a good offensive player.
Alan Kaidik with 35 points in the ball game.
All in a day's work.
Oh, yes. So what else is new, says he. Rick Marata. Saldana up against Tuadles, inside pass to Tanuan. Hitting the deck is Alan Kaidik. And to add salt to a wound, he now has 5 personal fouls.
5 personal fouls on Kaidik. Solis coming back into the ball game for Marata. Meneses probably coming in for Kaidik right now.
Kaidik.
Yes. Jimmy Mariano left with no choice. He'll have to pull out his
De La Cruz.
highest pointer, Alan Kaidik. Jerry Esplana is also in for the point guard chores, relieving Onchi De La Cruz. Henderson's pass inside to Terry Saldana. Go deep under the basket. Too deep. 3-point lead by the mighty Meaties. Collins spotting a small opening. He steps on the baseline. Some of the players of Presto on the bench claiming he was bumped
first before he went to that area. No?
Yes.
And if the call had been made, then it would have been a side court throw. The violation would not have come around.
Henderson skirting the lane. Back to the basket, shot won't go. Terry Saldana. Fouled on the follow-up try. This one is going to be called on Zaldi Realubit, who now has 4.
A lot of the big men are getting into foul trouble.
That's true.
Sifs enjoying a 3-point lead, 102-99.
Terry Saldana more confident on his free throws in the instances that we've seen him in this ball game. Abi King coming in for their import, Tank Collins.
He's breathing a little bit hard now.
Alan Kaidik is being attended to on the bench after that fall and his 5th personal foul.
Saldana missing on the second free throw. Still a 4-point lead here now for the Sifs mighty Meaties.
Meneses spots Arnie Tuadles open.
Henderson doesn't know him that well, although Arnie should have hit that shot. It was quite open.
Familiar move by Rudy Distrito. No count on that shot because the foul was given up before Distrito issued the pass. Third personal foul on Arnie Tuadles. See that here. So it's going to be a sideline inbound. Here's steal by Jerry Esplana, but he will be charged with a foul. Now the Presto Ice Cream Kings have 5 team fouls. The Swift Mighty Meaties have remained at 4. Traveling on Distrito. (103-99), a 4-point lead by Swift. Vergel Meneses going to work, but Terry Saldana taps it. Distrito on the run. Esplana stays with him though. Terry Saldana.
Screen for Henderson here.
Realubit
on top of him. Shoots another 3-point shot, and it's in.
From the same area where he hit it with only a split second remaining back in the third. And that puts the Mighty Meaties on top by 7 points again.
Henderson with a magnificent open NBA performance. All around. Rebounding, defense,
assists,
and stealing the ball several times here.
Right. Big rebound by Jack Tanuan. And the Mighty Meaties with an opportunity to pad this 7-point lead with 6:33 to go in the ball game. Henderson double teamed. Inside Saldana. Tanuan and King fighting for the loose ball, and a jump ball situation ensues in front of the Swift basket.
Abe King unhappy with that. Let's take a look at that play. Both did get the ball, but the power of Abe's wrist was able to take it away. Although I think it's a good call. They had enough contact on that play.
Timeout by Jimmy Mariano.
Timeout, Presto Ice Cream Kings.
Welcome back to the National Academy of Sports Arena, or NASA, as the Ultra is now known. 6:23 to go in the ball game. Jump ball situation between King and Tanuan. David Henderson, blocked and fouled by Zaldo Realubit.
That's a big call because Realubit will pick up his 5th personal foul. And it also means free throws here for Henderson. Henderson getting the ball there. There is the foul by Realubit. Distrito is now being replaced by Andy De Guzman.
Amidst the applause from the Swift Mighty Meaties, Andy De Guzman was put on hold for quite a time here in the second half.
Now this is a power lineup now for the Swift Mighty Meaties, because with De Guzman playing in the small forward position, you move Henderson back to big guard, and you have a taller lineup. De Guzman is just as good a scorer as Distrito.
Oh, yes.
So 43 points now for Henderson, which I think has been the difference in this ball game. He's outscoring his counterpart on the other team completely,
But Tank Collins has only been able to come up with 23.
So that's a 15-point difference right there.
Vergel Meneses with a big shake and bake move, and off the glass he scores his 20th point.
And if not for Meneses and Kaidik, the Tivolis would be hard-bound to look for their place in this ball game.
Of course, they're hanging in there, and one of those factors shown on the screens, the blocked shots. Henderson with a quick shot, and Terry Saldana.
Offensive foul.
2 referees calling that simultaneously. Referees Maglaya and De Leon. And Terry Saldana has 4 personal fouls. Swift Mighty Meaties with 5 team fouls, as against 6 by the Presto Ice Cream Kings.
Asaitono with 5 personal fouls coming in for Saldana. Although I think Saldana played pretty well. May not have scored a lot of points, but he was in there hanging in with the rebounds. And of course, Saldana will learn how to live that Asaitono will be in front of him, but he'll always be there needed.
Well, his experience is certainly something that will serve him in good stead. Zaldo Realubit felt he had a mismatch against Al Solis, and Solis hard put to keep Zaldo Realubit from getting inside the paint, give up his 1st or 5th personal foul in that last bit of action, which you'll see here. Meneses up against De Guzman, and Meneses makes his move. The crowd is really enjoying the moves of Vergel Meneses.
Well, he has the
Foul,
ability to
Guzman.
hang in the air, guys like Paul Alvarez, Sam Boy Lim, which is what the Filipino crowd likes a
Oh,
lot.
yes.
Look at him here. Stops, he glides a little bit, double pumps.
He shifts to his left.
Yes. Makes the free throw afterwards.
Hasn't missed, actually, from the 4.5-meter line. By the way, Andy de Guzman also has 5 personals now, so 4 players on the hard court for Swift have 5 personals, except for their import Henderson, who has kept relatively clean with only 1 free throw.
And the miss by Meneses results in a 3-point play in reverse on that follow-up by Ria Lubit. And it's just a 4-point lead now for the Swift's Mighty Meaties.
On the other side, Zaldari Lubit has 5, while Collins has 4.
Kaidik on the bench has 5.
Yes. As I turn up against Collins, one-hander won't go, and Collins high up for the rebound out to Jerry Esplana. Esplana. Ooh.
And that will be it for Asaitono as he gives his hip in that play, no?
Gutsy move, though, by Jerry Esplana there, and Asaitono fouls out in his first stint with the Swift Mighty Meaties.
He just didn't know how to get out of the way in that play. Now, he tried to come back in defense, which is the right thing to do, but either you block the ball upstairs or you just let the guy have a layup, no? You can't do it half-baked like what he did, where he turned his back and gave his hip.
Well, his instincts probably told him to put up some sort of an effort there, but turned out to have backfired on him.
With 4 minutes and 56 seconds left in this ball game, it seems that we're going to go down the wire now. For a while, the Swifts looked like they were ready to take it again in this start of the 4th quarter, but they are beginning to lose steam again here.
Well, the Presto Ice Cream Kings are hanging in there, down only by 2. Andy de Guzman is bottled up.
And he was lucky he got fouled because he should not have taken that move on a 1-on-4 situation. No?
Yes. Timeout called by Swift.
Timeout Swift's Mighty Meaty Hotdogs.
Another good defensive job there by the Presto Ice Cream Kings, forcing Henderson to a traveling violation.
With guys like Abe King and Ria Lubit manning the blue area there, it's not really easy to get off a shot underneath the basket, as shown in that last play. Ria Lubit getting that ball swiped out of his hands by Henderson.
And starting off a fast break play for the Swift Mighty Meaties. No, Al Solis didn't get a good jump on that try, but there is a foul called.
Foul Esplana.
He took off on the wrong foot there. Lucky for him, De Guzman was there to pick it up. The other team being in penalty. Both teams are in penalty right now, so De Guzman will go to the free throw line.
Jerry Esplana also now with 5 personal fouls. I'd like to say good evening to all sports fans and basketball watchers all over the Philippines. This is Ed Fixon together with Andy Howe for Vintage Enterprises continuing coverage of the PBA games opening day for 1992, and the first game between the Presto Ice Cream Kings and the Swift Mighty Meaties still undecided with 4:19 remaining.
110 to 106, 4-point lead
By the Mighty Meaties, and he has Zaldari a little bit that high post being harassed by Henderson. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, no count. That would have been a spectacular shot.
Offensive
A lot of
foul,
English on
Collins.
the ball, caused it to drop, and Collins here now picking up his 5th personal foul.
used his left hand to ward off against Tanuan, who was coming into the picture.
Ice Cream Kings, Ria Lubit for delaying the game.
And you see the first warning.
Ria Lubit.
There are no illegal defenses having been called in this ball game. Ria Lubit is not being replaced by Kaidik, so they go back to the smaller lineup. But the quicker one, the one that even gave them the lead in the 3rd quarter.
Right. The Ice Cream Kings were able to establish a 4-point lead at 89-85 earlier. Now they're behind by 4. Andy de Guzman makes it 6.
He had 14 at the end of the first half. Didn't get that much playing time in the second half. But coming in now and pumping in 4 points.
Has a total of 20, as he also scored 2 points in the 3rd quarter. Esplana spots Collins inside. No go on the shot, and Henderson is fouled from behind by Abe King. his 5th personal,
Foul
and they
kick.
are in the penalty, so 2
Penalty.
shots will be awarded David Henderson. Here's how it happened.
Grabbing Henderson in that play. Being in the penalty, Henderson will go to the free throw line. Makes the first free throw to improve their lead to 7 right now, 113 to 106.
3:33 remaining in the ball game. Don't forget, our main game will feature the Pure Foods TJ Hot Dogs going up against Shell Rimula X.
Henderson with a great performance tonight, as we mentioned earlier, all around.
By the way, as is our wont, we're going to be giving out a Jollibee Best Player Award at the end of the game. Oh, good handoff by Meneses to the cutting Jerry Esplana.
And it's 114-108. Still a long way to go here with 3:10 left. The end game of this very exciting first match.
And none of the sellout crowd that have trooped to the Coliseum has bothered to leave because of the action that we're seeing in the very first game. And as we usually say on Vilma, this is only the beginning, folks. Only the beginning.
3-point shot here by Henderson, forced, and we'll have an over-the-back foul on Tanuan.
2:53 to go.
Tanuan.
Here the fourth quarter.
Penalty.
Personal on Jack Tanuan. And as we said, both squads already in penalty situation. So 2 gift shots will be given. And it will be Derwin Tank Collins, the shortest import so far here in the league for 1992, standing at 6'2" and 5/8. Having some problems getting the ball to drop from everywhere.
And they need every point they can get right now. They're trying to catch up. They're down by 6. He seems to be tired. May never have played so many minutes in his life in one ball game.
That's true. And trying to impress not only the fans, but of course the management and coaching staff of this team. The pitch to Al Solis, 3-on-3. Terry Saldana spots Jack Tanuan all alone. Saldana going ahead for that rebound, picked up by De Guzman. Oh,
Should have held the ball and bring it out. That gives an opportunity for the Presto team to call a timeout.
Timeout, Presto Ice Cream Kings.
2:38 remaining in this exciting ball game between the Presto Ice Cream Kings and the Swift Mighty Meaties. Tivoli's having some problems scoring now in the end game. They're behind by 6 points at 114 to 108.
Well, they have had some scoring lapses throughout the whole game. And then they've also had some scoring binges.
Yes.
And obviously what they need right now are the binges here in the last two and a half minutes as they try to come back from a 6-point lead.
Oh, they've got 2 scoring machines on the hard court at the persons of Alan Kaidik and Vergel Meneses.
Kaidik is being watched by David Henderson, who's giving him a hard time. Kaidik shoots a 3-pointer, however, and that lead is cut down into half.
Alan Kaidik says, no problem for me, Henderson. He's got 7 in the can as far as 3-point shots are concerned. And Kaidik has a total of 38. Andy De Guzman getting inside, high-flying drive, and a loose ball foul on the rebound play. Referee Maglaya will call it on Andy De Guzman, who is writhing in pain.
Might have to have a sprained ankle there.
Yes. Might have landed badly on that right foot. And we're going to have a 30-second injury timeout.
6 fouls.
So that's his 6th personal foul as well, so he's out of it on personal fouls.
What happened to him here? He really had to sky in the air to get a shot off. He landed on the foot of Kaidik, who now goes after the ball, and that causes the sprain to come in for De Guzman. Lead is down to 3. Both teams are in the penalty. The Swifts have 3 timeouts left. The Tivolis have 2 in the end game. With 2:01 left, it's going to be a close match here. 114-112 right now.
It's as close as it can get. Well, there's a momentary lull here as Andy De Guzman is still on the other end of the court on the floor.
And he has to be helped out. Rudy Distrito was the designated player to come in for the fouled out Andy De Guzman, who's trying to backpedal his way back to his bench, no? Now being helped out by some of his teammates, led by Yoyo Villamin, who is still not ready to see action, although he's in uniform.
Yes, he has not seen action in this ball game. Allen made the first free throw.
Allen has pumped in 5 straight points.
And we have a timeout called by Yang Giao.
Timeout Swiss Mighty Handle.
Going into the twilight zone, as our friend Joe Cantana would say. With 2:01 to go, it is only a 1-point game. Swift at 114, Presto Ice Cream Kings 113.
End game is very important. The Swifts had the opportunity to get an 8-point lead. They muffed 2 scoring opportunities. And the Tivolis came back with 5 straight points led by Kalan Kaidik. So they're just down by 1 right now. Swifts calling a timeout here, using its 5th. Both teams will have 2 left to end this ball game. And it's a very important offensive play now for Swift to get themselves out of the doldrums of not having scored for about a minute now. No?
And we're going to the last 2 minutes of the ball game, brought to you by Emperador Brandy. Enjoy it like a king.
Both teams are in the penalty situation. Henderson getting the handoff pass.
Solis, 3-point shot is not going to go. Collins high up for the rebound.
Okay, the Tivolis have momentum on their side now, although they're still down by 1.
And the Mighty Meaties still in that vacuum of not being able to score here in the end game. Here's Steal by Henderson. He completes it against Kalan Kaidik. Henderson trying to get the pass off, but Abe King was right there.
Foul King.
And King fouls out.
King, 6 fouls.
Only a minute and 22 remaining. David Henderson certainly had to work hard to try and keep that ball alive for his team. What with the harassing tactics on him by Abe King.
A little bit being sent back into the ball game for the disqualified Abe King, who played well. No? Henderson getting ready for 2 free throws.
114 to 113 is the count in favor of the Swift Mighty Meaties. Henderson finally getting them out of that score. 12 out of 14 by Henderson from the free throw line.
It's not bad at all.
Yes. Well, Henderson has shown that he is a no-nonsense player.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Tivolis with Collins ready to attack. You could see it coming and gets the 2 points very quickly.
And we have a timeout by Swift.
Timeout Swift's Mighty Hotdogs.
Only a minute and 12 seconds remaining in the ball game. The very first for 1992 here in the PBA. And what a way to start off the league for this year, Andy. A close fight, 116-115 in favor of Swift.
Well, the Swift made the mistake of, after getting a 3-point lead, they just let Collins zigzag his way for the easy 2 points. No, that's not the way to play defense, especially when you do not have a safe and commanding lead. And obviously, Yang Giao was not happy with that. He also called a timeout to regroup them for this offensive play. They're still on top by 1. Collins putting a lot of pressure on Henderson, who cannot seem to get the ball.
Jack Tanuan has it against Zaldiri Alubit. Fall-away jumper from the flag won't go. Nobody there for Swift. And the Ice Cream Kings have the opportunity for a go-ahead basket here. Alex Dick open from the outside. Bothered a bit by Henderson, but Esplana gets the offensive rebound. Tight pass inside to Collins.
And a foul here by Rudy Distrito, although they are in the penalty, so that will mean free throws here for Collins. I see Collins, it became a 4-on-5 situation. because of the fact that Henderson was still sitting on the floor after the fall there as he tried to block the shot of Kaidik. And now Collins at the free throw line.
Only 38 seconds remaining. Collins 7 out of 11 from the line tonight.
Makes a very important one. He had missed 2 earlier in a row. That ties the ball game at 116 all. And that will take a lot of pressure out of his second free throw. A wet spot where Henderson's lid is being wiped out now.
Well, definitely these free throws are the more difficult ones to convert, especially with the sellout crowd yelling. Collins puts Presto ahead, and we have a timeout by Yengyao.
Timeout sweeps Mighty Meaty Hotdogs.
With 38 seconds to go after 2 free throws converted by Derwin Tank Collins on the other side for Presto. Coach Yengyao calls a timeout. They are behind by 1 point, Dr. J.
This will be his last timeout while Jimmy Mariano preserves 2 for the last 38 seconds of the ball game.
Big gamble here for Coach Yengyao to call this timeout.
He was up by 6 with 2:01 left, and suddenly the other team is on top by 1, so he knows that they have to score. I don't think he will gamble on throwing in at the backcourt again. He might throw in at half court to have more time to operate. The important thing is to get a good throw in and then have more time to operate. No? 2 previous timeouts resulted in throw-ins at the backcourt, and they took some time bringing the ball up. See, right now Solis will do it at half court. So possibly instructions for an offensive play here. And Jimmy Mariano now will wisely use one as he reads the formation. He still has 1 left.
Timeout Presto
We'll be back.
Kings.
All right, back-to-back timeouts called here as Coach Jimmy Mariano read the formation of Yengyao. He calls his timeout, and we'll try and eavesdrop here the instructions of the Swift camp. Well, we can't seem to pick up the audio here.
Anticipate siya, sigurado. Okay? Ang muna natin ilalabas si Rudy para sa kanya mama dito. Kay Rudy, wala ka lumabas yun.
All right, well, there you heard Coach Yengyao giving out his instructions of this inbounds play.
Well, I think to really look at it, the players that you have to watch on the part of Swiss, of course, the import Henderson, then Rudy Distrito, and then Solis when he comes into the play. These are the guys who are willing to take last-second shots. No? Important shots such as this. Well, Collins has been doing a great job at denying Henderson. Finally, Henderson gets the ball. So these are the 3 players I think you have to look forward. Who's going to go to the...
Uh-oh, traveling is called on Henderson as he lost his balance.
And that will nullify his shot. 29 seconds left. Now there's a 25-second shot clock. Swifts do not need to foul. What they got to do is play good defense, and they may get a chance to get the ball back.
The Ice Cream Kings of Presto are in the lead by 1 point. Only 17 seconds remaining in the ball game. Meneses at the outside. Alan Kaidik gets in. This big shot is good with a foul.
What a game by Alan Kaidik. I think 42 points.
That's right.
He has a 3-point play coming up right now as Tanuan fouls out of this ball game. Kaidik going to the basket a little bit too early, but the confidence level is so high for him. He knew he could make the shot or fish for a foul, and he got it. So if he can put this one in, it will probably almost ice the game, although there's still 11 seconds. Now, there are no more timeouts left for Yengyao, so off a conversion or a miss, they've got to attack. That's all. No?
Now the Presto Ice Cream Kings are in the lead by 3 with Alan Kaidik at the line.
You can say that if the Tivolis win this one, it's a come-from-behind victory.
Oh, yes, it is.
So 11 seconds to make up 4 points, no?
Here's Al Solis trying to rush up the front court. Tap out by Jerry Esplana. 6 seconds to go.
And the Tivolis, well, Henderson will shoot a three-point shot. Miss.
Only 3 seconds remaining. Jimmy Mariano calls a timeout. It's 120 to 118 with only 3 seconds to go, and they'll have possession, Andy.
And they called that last timeout, obviously, I think, to try to throw in here at the half court, where even if you might intercept the ball, you might not have enough time to throw up a shot.
Right.
Of course, it will be a desperation shot. So still, the important thing is to get a good inbound. And the only thing that the opponents can do is either watch you or foul you, So when you get the inbound safely in the hands of one of their players, they will have this victory clinch. And it's been a tight match, huh?
Yes, a big first game here for the 1992 season. It might augur well. As you predicted, the year of the monkey seems to be a very good year for 1992. And, well, if this is an inkling of what is yet to come, we're in for an action-packed season here.
Tuadles has been sent into the ball game to do the inbounding here. They're trying to get a veteran in there.
Coming out of the formation. Here's Collins, bounce pass, and he just hugs the ball. And a foul is given up
by Henderson.
That will only be the second personal foul on David Henderson. And there is only 1 second remaining. Tank Collins will go to the line. Well, definitely the Swift Mighty Meaties just found themselves in limbo here in the end game. They've been outscored in the last couple of minutes of the game.
Remember, with they had a 6-point lead with 2.5 minutes left. And through Alan Kaidik's 3-point shot, 2 free throws, and another 3-point play, the Tivolis have come back. But just telling him, miss the shot, hit the ring. That's all that's needed. That's it.
And the game goes. First game of the season goes to the Presto Ice Cream Kings. And as usual, we'll have our Jollibee best player of the game.